What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Walking Dead universe. And in today's episode, we will be breaking down the Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 16, Season 10 finale trailer. Now, we have no idea when we will be getting this episode. Later on in the year is what they have told us, so they could finish the post-production of everything. So we have to wait for now. But what I'm going to do is break down this trailer, and if this is your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button if you love The Walking Dead just like I do, because we will be bringing you Walking Dead videos each and every week, even when there is no Walking Dead on air. So you could get your Walking Dead fix right here on the Walking Dead Universe YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, comment #new so I could personally thank you for subscribing to this channel. Now, let's begin. So at the beginning of this trailer, we have Father Gabriel running around in their hospital/tower is what they are calling it. It is an abandoned hospital, but that is where they have taken everybody from Alexandria, Hilltop. Pretty much all of the communities have come here to kind of wait out the Whisperers and Beta. Now we see Father Gabriel running around very clumsily. He actually falls down and has to pick things up, and he does not know exactly what to do, but he is trying to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Remember, Daryl is not there, Carol's not there, and he is kind of being the one that is in charge of everybody. So he is kind of almost in a panic, trying to make sure that everyone is calm and as safe as possible that he can do. Now in this next scene, we see him actually come close to a window, and he is peering out the window, and he sees the bunch of walkers that are out there, probably a lot more than they expected to be. Remember, they thought that Beta was going to take the Whisperers and go to Alexandria, or obviously not Hilltop, because Hilltop was destroyed by them, but head all the Whisperers and the Walker Horde to Alexandria, but that is not what happened. Beta was able to find where they were with his weird talking to the walkers, which is really strange. Some people were thinking that the walkers are actually communicating with him, but that is just how far off the deep end Beta has gone after the death of Alpha. So he is hearing voices from the Whisperers, seeing cats, and figuring out exactly where the survivors are, and luckily enough he was able to pick the right place. And right here we have Father Gabriel talking to RJ and another, just kind of being there and trying to comfort him because they told him that he was scared. And this is kind of the whole over voice of the preview is Father Gabriel, and he's showing his 5 fingers, and he's just talking about how them together, coming together, is going to be what is going to be their survival. So he's talking about the Hilltop, he's talking about Alexandria, the ones that were from the kingdom, those that are out there that are not with them at the moment, and he is just saying about all of them being together and surviving. That is how they are going to make it through, and that the 5 fingers separately do not do much and are not strong, but when you make a fist, it is a mighty weapon. So that is kind of his overview and his speech. Right here we see Daryl, and he is with Carol and Kelly, and they are actually trying to get away from this walker herd that must have just went through the area that they were in. That is what is happening right here. Remember, Carol and Kelly had a conversation, a heartfelt conversation together, and Judith is here as well, so them four are able to get away from that walker horde. And right here we see King Ezekiel, Umiko, Princess, and Eugene, and they are riding on their bicycles that Princess was able to get for them. Eugene is not super happy. I think they are running really late to his meeting with Stephanie, and things are not obviously going as planned, but their horses would have got them a lot faster, and not having the whole thing with Princess, but they were able to get Princess to join them and their group, so it'll be a benefit overall in the end. So we will see how this meeting goes, if it even goes well at all, or if it even happens. But obviously we know more than likely that meeting will still happen somehow, and I'm sure Stephanie and whoever she brings will wait a little longer and just see about Eugene and all his people that he has brought with him. So that will be in the next episode, hopefully, when we see it. And right here we have Virgil heading to Oceanside Cabin Motor Court. He's going back to Oceanside. Obviously, he left his island. He has that orange backpack that has been around for a while. And Virgil is heading there, probably to see the group at Oceanside and the group that was there. I don't know if he's going to tell them about Michonne or not. Maybe that's why he is heading over there, or he knows that he is safer with them instead of being by himself and with the other people that were on his island. So I'm assuming that he is just going to go there and explain about Michonne and be in better hands with the group at Oceanside. And right here is just him kind of noticing that there's nobody there. It's kind of empty. Really not too much goes on with Virgil in this scene. Right here we have Eren. Remember, they were surrounded by the Whisperers. They got captured, him and Alden. And right here is the masked character. And I have literally done, my last 2 videos have been on this character. One is doing pretty well in views, and the other one is doing pretty good as well. But in the first video, I say who I think this masked character is. And in the second video, I actually pulled some theories from the comments that I got on that first video. I just did a video on those theories as well. So those are my last 2 videos. I'll put a link down in the description below if you want to check just a longer version of who this masked character is. And obviously we have no idea. A lot of people think it's a female character or a smaller, more agile character like Keith, but then I've heard tons of things. I've heard about Dwayne, Morgan's son. I've heard about Madison from Fear the Walking Dead. I've heard lots and lots of different things. So if you want another deep dive into this character, check out those last 2 videos that I have posted on my channel. And right here is just the letter that Carol wrote to Maggie. And we found this out by actually Carol and Alpha's conversations after Alpha's death. And Carol was just kind of fighting her own demons and going through that whole situation. And we are able to see that the letter that she did write Maggie. And the letter says this. It says, Maggie, you need to come back. Jesus is dead. So is Tara, Enid, my son. They were murdered by a group called the Whisperers. Have you heard of them? They wear the skins of the dead and move in herds, live with the dead. Carol's letter reads, when you come across walkers, you need to watch hands for knives. Do not underestimate them. And the group found this out with the death of Jesus. Obviously, they thought they were just walkers, and they came at them with weapons instead. So how is this going to happen? How is Maggie going to come back? We're able to see kind of a flashback of when Carol was able to leave this letter for Maggie. And obviously we don't know exactly where Maggie is or how far the location is away from the communities, but they did have a meeting point, obviously, so they could drop letters off to each other. I was kind of wondering how this was going to happen, but it makes sense. It's almost like the same way that Dante was able to give information to Alpha and the Whisperers. Kind of the same thing. He was able to put letters in a tree, and here Carol and Maggie set it up where Carol and Maggie could leave letters. Kind of, it looked like almost like an underground dug up spot with a box, and that is how this happened. So obviously Maggie returns more than likely because of this. Does she bring help? Does she bring reinforcements? Is a masked character with her? Is a masked character part of her group? One interesting theory was the masked character is one of the twins that came. The twins. That was kind of an interesting one. I didn't think of that. A lot of people are thinking maybe the character is someone from the Walking Dead video games. But we will get the return of Maggie as well. So that's pretty much all the trailer gave us. It didn't give us a lot, but it gave us kind of an overview of the direction that they will be going in for this next episode. So we have Maggie's return, we have Alden and Eren and the masked character, we have the group in the hospital, we have Daryl, Carol, Judith, and Kelly over there somewhere else as well, and we have King Ezekiel, Eugene, Yumiko, and Princess off on their own as well. So we're going to have 5 different stories that are going to be told in the season finale. So that is kind of a lot. Hopefully it does not feel rushed, and hopefully we're able to actually get... And we have Connie. We actually have 6. We have Connie as well. We don't know what happened to her. We don't know exactly where she is or her fate. I'm pretty sure she is still alive and she's just out there somewhere. So that's 6 stories that we have coming to the end of the finale. So is it going to be too much? We shall see. Hopefully they have a full extended finale, at least a full hour instead of like the 40 minutes that we get normally. So hopefully we get a full hour at least, and that could tell a lot of these stories. So let me know down in the comments below if you're excited for the season finale, even though we have to wait for it to be put on air. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And I will talk to you all in that next video.